We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Check the out read. No. Off.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All you get is a header. All you get is a header. Hayward. Shit. Okay. Flare. A little flare.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check 50.
On first down, it's Thompson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, this is Geis. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
53, line 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Mike. Here we go. 3, Mike. In your face.
Elliott running right. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 55, Mike. 55.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Check 3. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Let him know. Check 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Under.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Let's go.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
1st down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Pick it up. Pick it up. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here we go. 53, Mike. Check. He's coming. Double up. We're going to 54. Hey, 26.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
He's coming. We got double up. Shit. Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Watch the pass. Out. Switch. We're going to 52. 36. We're going to 54. Right in. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Right there, you missed. 55. Watch QB drive. Watch QB drive. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Check the backer, check the backer. Going to 53.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, Pop. And we got Mike, number 50.
To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a run with Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
You don't want to Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't. Check. Lucky.
snap comes in one. Now Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
On
1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
You don't want no problems from me.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the pass. Check 31.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Check. 154. Here we go. Wide. Right side. Get wide. Showing it. Yup. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm not ready. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 1st down, Thompson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Check 53. Double dog. That's the way.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check 24, check 24. Get roll. Yes. 54's Mike.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 91. Go. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Right there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin 1st down.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tight.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Block. Nickel. SOS.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Go, go. Watch Avery Greenman.
2nd and 11. Out to his left. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. There we go. Who's that? Check, 55.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
At the 16-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Got 4 down, 4 down. Check 50, check 50.
Hey, kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
54 Mike. Here we go. Mike 54. Let's go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 1, 2, 3.
Here's Haskins to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We got this.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath, the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Come on, D. 25, check. Check 25. Check, crunch, crunch.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watch the run. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slip. Check 3, check 3.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 15-yard line.
Set. 50. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam. Hey. Buzz. Be ready. Be ready.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.